Well, good morning, baseball fans. This is Vinny bright and early on Tuesday morning, August the 11th. It is 6:52 a.m. and I am here to bring you uh, another game from the 1964 season. The Yankees are finally going to get their season started today, and so we're going to just dive right into it. For the pitching matchups today, for the Red Sox, Bill Monboquet. Monboquet in 1964 made 35 starts. He was 13 and 14 with a 4.04 ERA, and he will go against one of the all-time great Yankee pitchers, Whitey Ford, who was 17 and 6 in 1964, 2.13 ERA in 36 starts. Interestingly enough, in the first game of the season, Whitey Ford, this game went into extra innings that the Yankees lost. Whitey Ford pitched all 11 innings. So we'll see how that shakes out today. But here are your starting lineups. For the Red Sox, Kurt Schilling leads off at second base. Eddie Brasud is the shortstop hitting second. Carl Yastrzemski in left field is hitting third. Frank Malzone, the third baseman, bats cleanup. Dick Stewart batting fifth at first base. Lou Clinton in right field hitting sixth. Tony Conigliaro is in center field. He will bat seventh. Bob Tillman is the catcher hitting eighth. And the pitcher hitting ninth, Bill Monboquet. For the Yankees, Tony Kubek must have started the season on the disabled list, and so Phil Linz will lead off at shortstop. Bobby Richardson bats second at second base. Roger Maris is in right field, hitting third, the cleanup hitter. Fan favorite, one of the another all-time great Yankee, Mickey Mantle hits fourth in center field. Tommy Tresh in left field, hitting fifth. Joe Pepitone hitting sixth at first base. Elston Howard is the catcher, hitting seventh. Clete Boyer, who was very underrated third baseman back in those 60 Yankees teams. He's hitting eighth. And of course, Whitey Ford is on the mound. He is pitching and batting ninth. So here we go. And you can see we have our uh, field here. Now, notice, I mean, this is an AI generated field that I had. And boy, I have had a lot of issues with AI trying to come up with the exact field. I don't even think this is the exactly the way the um, Yankee scoreboard looked. I kind of remember the being along the outfield here on the baseline. So we're gonna have to go back and fix this. But AI, especially Chat GPT, just doesn't seem to get it exactly right. So I'll have to go and dig up a better Yankee Stadium from the 60s. Anyway, we're off and ready to go as Kurt Schilling steps in. Of course, you know Kurt Schilling, his son, the pitcher for the Phillies and the Diamondbacks for that matter. He was one of the pitchers that beat the Yankees in that 2001 World Series. And so here is Schilling leading it off. Whitey Ford set to deliver. We are underway. And we have Tough 36. And Schilling starts the game with a strikeout. Eddie Brasud stepping in. And right off the bat, we drop the dice on the floor, which means we're going to have to re-roll it. And we get 795 in play 95 is a fly to left field, 2 outs. Carl Yastrzemski is the hitter. And we have in play 34, just beyond the reach of Yastrzemski's card. That's a pop up to the second baseman. So made by Bobby Richardson. And so it's an easy first inning for Whitey Ford. Bill Monboquet on the hill for the Red Sox. There you can see his card. Phil Linz will lead it off as a shortstop. Usually Tony Kubek was in there, but not today. 8-6. This is a leadoff double. It's a leadoff double for Phil Linz. Bobby Richardson steps in. 6-82, tough 82. That is a grounder to short. Let's see if Linz can advance. He does advance, so it's a slow roller, and he gets to go to third base. Roger Maris is the hitter. 12-24 in play, 24 base hit, and right off the bat the Yankees lead it 1-0. Mickey Mantle stepping in. Mantle, as you can see, in 1964, hit looks like 303 with 35 home runs. And we have in play 72. This is a fly ball to right field. That'll be the second out of the inning. Tommy Tresh is the hitter. And Wheelhouse 54. That is a base hit. And Maris will go to third. So runners on the corners with 2 outs for Elston Howard. We have in play 22. That's a base hit. And with the 7, Trush will go to third. So it is now 2-0 Yankees with 2 outs. Joe Pepitone. What happened here? We kind of messed up a little bit here. That was a single. All right, that was Pepitone. Now it's Howard. Okay. Let me just double check here, make sure I got this right. All right. Elston Howard now. In play, 27. That is a base hit. Pepitone goes to third. And it's now runners on the corners, 3-0 Yankees. They've now had 5 hits in this inning. It is Cleet Boyer. We have Patience, 71. And finally, the inning is over. Monbequette has a tough first inning. Yankees 3-0 after 1. Frank Malzone leading it off. We have a defense reading 84. Error on the shortstop. Linz is an E2, which makes it a 1-48 chance for an error. It is a 72, and so that is going to be a grounder to short. 1 out. Here's Dick Stewart. Stewart, 11.95, tough 95. That is a fly to left field, 2 outs. Lou Clinton steps into the plate. We have tough 18, and that is a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down. To the bottom of the second we go. Whitey Ford stepping in. It is tough 87, and he will strike out. 1 out, Phil Linz. 6-48, tough 48. That's a base hit for Linz. Linz is now 2 for 2. Here's Bobby Richardson. In play, 28, base hit. Let's pick a card. And let's see, runner on first advances 1 base. First and second, here's Roger Maris. Drove in a run. Would have hit his first time up. We have tough 14. He strikes out. 2 outs now for Mickey Mantle. And we have tough 20, and Mantle strikes out. Ends the inning. Yankees strand a couple. Top of the third. Tony Canigliaro leading it off. Tough 45. Base hit. Red Sox get their first hit of the ball game. Tillman is the hitter. Patient, 59, base hit. And that is going to be runner advances 1 base. First and second for the Red Sox. Now the pitcher comes up. All right, so let's see. What is his bunting? His bunting is a C, but first and second, we're going to say it's a D. They're going to just let him swing away. All right, what do we have? Ballpark 19. Well, believe it or not, that's a wheelhouse for the pitcher. And we're going to roll it. It is a 32. 32 is going to be a grounder to the first baseman. Let's see, double play 9 and 8. And it is a double play 3-6-3. So that strategy doesn't pay off. Canigliaro does go to third. Chuck Schilling. We were confusing with Kurt there. He's the hitter. We have Tough 97. He flies out to left field. Red Sox get a couple of hits and strand a man. Bottom of the third, Yankees leading 3-0. Tommy Tresh leading it off. Tough 54, he strikes out, one away. Joe Pepitone. We have Wheelhouse 15, and Pepitone goes deep, home run. Joe Pepitone with his first of the year, Yankees leading 4-0. Here is Elston Howard. In play, 10, base hit. Brings up Cleet Boyer. Boyer, in play, 27, pops it up. That'll be the second out of the inning. Pops to short. And Whitey Ford is the hitter. We have Patience, 73, and that is going to be a fly ball to center field. Yankees get another run as Pepitone goes deep. We head to the top of the fourth inning, 4-0 Yankees. Eddie Bethune leading it off. Patience, 62, it's a walk. Runner on first for Yastrzemski. We have in play 25. That is a base hit. And Bethune will stop at second base. Nobody out. 2 on. Frank Malzone. 30 to wild pitch. Runners will move up. Tough 40. And this is going to be a grounder to the pitcher. Let's see. Are they going to move up or not? Nope, they'll just stay right where he's at. Grounded to the pitcher. Runners will hold. As he checks the runners, Dick Stewart stepping up. We have 6, 98, Tough 98. That's a fly ball to left field. Let's see, does he want to try to score? It's an arm of 7, running of 7. They're going to hold him up. They're not going to take the chance. Runners will hold. Here is Lou Clinton. 6, 61, Tough 61. Struck him out. 4, dodges a bullet. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Bill Lins. Wheelhouse, 97, fly to left field. 1 out. Bobby Richardson. In play, 95, fly to left field. 2 outs. Here's Roger Maris. In play, 1. And that is a double for Roger Maris. That brings up Mickey Mantle. Mantle 0 for 2. We have Tough 24. Mantle strikes out again. All right, we go to the top of the fifth. Tony Canigliaro leading it off. Tough 28. Strikeout. Bob Tillman, the catcher. Tough 11. Strikeout. That's 5 strikeouts for Whitey Ford. Here's Monboquette. Defense 38. Possible error on Whitey Ford. The pitcher has an E rating of 4. Alrighty, E4, 1-28. It's a 31, and that is going to be the final out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Tommy Tresh. In play, 60. Fly to right field, 1 out. Joe Pepitone. We have in play, 9. Base hit for Pepitone. Elston Howard, the hitter. Elston Howard, 2 for 2. 9-9. In play again, 9. That's a base hit. What does Pepitone do? He goes to second. Now Clete Boyer stepping into the plate. Tough, 23. Boyer strikes out. Whitey Ford, the hitter. In play, 66. And that is a grounder to the second baseman, side retired. Yanks strand 2. We head to the sixth. Alrighty, Schilling leading it off. Patient, 69. Grounded to second, 1 out. Eddie Brassoud, 0 for 1. He's also walked. Tough, 21. Strikeout. 2 down. Yastrzemski is the hitter. Defense, 19. We have the range of the shortstop. Lind is a C. It's a 1-43 chance for a hit. It's a 73, and that will be a grounder to short to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Lind's leading it off, 2 for 3. Tough, 15, strikeout. Here's Bobby Richardson. Richardson is 1 for 3. Yeah, you have 12 hits in this game. 476 Wheelhouse. That is going to be a fly to center field, 2 outs. Roger Maris is the hitter. And we have in play 20. That's a base hit for Maris. So he's on. Brings up Mickey Mantle. Mantle 0 for 3. Has struck out twice. Not a good day for the Mick. In play 64. It's a fly. Oops. Grounded to third base. Let's see. Will they go for the force? Nope. He's out. All right. Throws it across the diamond. We head to the top of the seventh. 4-0 Yankees. Remember, the Red Sox won this first game in real life. Already 642, tough 42, just outside the range for Malzone. And that's a grounder to the pitcher, 1 away. Dick Stewart stepping in. Make sure I read the right number here. Yeah, I did. Okay, we're good. All right, Dick Stewart. Sometimes I get a little confused. I'll, forget that we got lefty-righty sides on these things. Alrighty, we have 7 in play, 19 base hit for Dick Stewart. Stewart singles, just the 4th hit for the Red Sox. Lou Clinton is the hitter. We have Patient 21. He walks. First and second now with just 1 out. Here is Tony Canigliaro. He has one of those 4 hits. We have Ballpark 67 in play. 53 is going to be a grounder to third. A C double play possibility. Has to be less than or equal to a 6. It is a 7, so they get the fielder's choice. Out at second, and they go third to second. That's 2 outs now with runners on the corners for Bob Tillman. And we have Patient 96. Fly to left field. That ends the inning. It's stretch time here at Yankee Stadium. Yankees leading 4-0 right now. Red Sox, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. The Yankees, 4 runs, 13 hits, no errors. Mambo Ked is still on the mound. Tom Tresh is the batter. Defense, 23. Range of the left fielder, C. We have a 1 to 43 chance for a hit. It's a 22, and that is going to be a double for Tommy Tresh. Joe Pepitone is the batter. Pepitone went deep. We have in play 45. Grounded to first base. Runner will move up. And they'll bring the infield in. With the infield in, Elston Howard off the plate. We have Tough, 37. Howard strikes out. And now we have Cleet Boyer with 2 outs and a runner on third. Patient, 20. Boyer draws a walk. And now Whitey Ford comes up with 2 outs. We have in play 63. And that is a grounder to second base. And that will end the 7th. Still 4-0 Yankees. And let's see, Boston will go to the bench as Marmoquette is set to lead it off. And let's see who the Red Sox will bat here. Well, let's see. Looks like Felix Mantilla. Looks like he'd be a good pinch hitter here. Mantilla actually hits pretty well against lefties. Against lefties, he is a 312 hitter with a 390 on base. He's also hit 10 home runs. So odd that the Red Sox did not start Mantilla in this game, but he's pinch hitting now. Alrighty. So here we go. Whitey Ford set to deliver. And we have 4. We have Tough, 63. And that is going to be a grounder to second base for the first out of the 8th inning. Chuck Schilling. I keep wanting to call him Kurt, but Chuck Schilling is the hitter. We have Ballpark 71. That's in play. Let's take a look at his in play. 1 to 13 chance. And it's a 63. That is going to be, let's see, 63 is going to be a fly to right field. For the second out, Eddie Bassoud steps up. 284, Ballpark 84, another in play. In play, 1 to 32. We don't do double zeros. And it's an 84, which makes it a grounder to short. And we are done in the top of the 8th. Alrighty. So we're going to bring in Dick Raditz. Will be the new pitcher for the Red Sox. So Raditz comes in. And for the Yankees, Phil Linz will step in here in the bottom of the 8th. 10-61, that's defense. Defense 61, or on the second baseman, Schilling has an E3, 1 to 36 chance. It is a 57, and so it's a grounder to second for the first out. Bobby Richardson now the hitter. Richardson, Ballpark 28, in play. Richardson with a 1 to 28 chance for a hit. It's a 48. And we have an 8, and that is a grounder to second. That is 2 outs. Roger Maris now the hitter. And it's Tough, 95, fly to right field. Side retired. We go to the 9th, and it's Carl Yastrzemski leading it off. 392 defense. Possible error on the center fielder. Mantl's an E3. 1 to 36 chance. It's a 95. That'll be a fly out to center for the first out. Frank Malzone stepping in. 10-78. Tough 78. Fly to center field. Mantle makes the play again. 2 down. And it's up to Dick Stewart to try to keep this game going. Here we go. 5-75 in play. 75. Is it going to make it? It's a fly. Mantle makes all 3 putouts here in the 9th inning. And that wraps it up as the Yankees take their opening game win. Final score, New York 4, Boston nothing. Let's take a look at the box score. Yankees got 3 in the first, 1 in the third. Here, take a look. We've got Phil Linz was 2 for 5 for the Yankees in this one. Roger Maris 3 for 5. He had an RBI. Joe Pepitone with a couple of RBIs in the ball game today. He also had a home run. If we take a look at the pitching, Whitey Ford goes the distance, 9 innings, 4 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. And Bill Monbaquette goes 7 innings, gives up 14 hits, 4 runs all earned, a walk, 8 strikeouts, and a home run. Whitey Ford gets the win. He's 1-0. Bill Monbaquette gets the loss, 0-1. And they will give the MVP of the game to Whitey Ford for that 4-hit shutout. All right, let's take a look at the scorecard, see if we can make sense out of this. Yankees got 3 runs in the first inning. Linz led off with a double. Let's see, Maris knocked him home with a base hit. Okay, what else do we have? Here's Mantle then flying out, so with 2 outs. We have Tommy Tress singles. Pepitone singles to drive in a run, and then Howard singles for the 3rd run of the inning. And then Pepitone homered in the 3rd, and that was all the Yankees scoring. They win this one. Again, the final is 4-0. So I just want to thank you for joining me this early morning. And again, if you like this content, hit subscribe, hit the like button, and we will see you next time. Have a good morning.